Hey, how you guys doing today? I'm your suited whiskey snob here for another whiskey review. Today what I'm going to be doing is quite a classic. It's going to be the Highland Park 12 Years Aged Edition. So Highland Park, it's a really cool one to do because it's beloved all over the world. A lot of people classify this as the best whiskey to come out of anywhere, and definitely a lot of people consider it the best Scotch. I personally don't consider it one of the best, but of course whiskey is all about preference. It's one of the things I love about it. It's completely opinionated. So one really cool thing about Highland Park is that they're actually located on an island. Their distillery and everything that they use is located on an island, the Orkney Island, I believe. Yeah, there's a lot of history there, and then they have the uniqueness of being off an island. It gives its own unique flavor. And then I'm not 100% sure where the debate is right now on things, but I do know that the island whiskey was not originally considered a region of Scotch. It kind of blended in with the Highland region, but I believe the islands are now classified as their own region of Scotch. So this is actually one of its own regions now in Scotland for what's producing Scotch. So, some other history about Highland Park. They're very traditional. They're very old school. And everything they do is, right, like this bottle right here, this is a special edition bottle. So this is the Viking Honor edition. It's got very nice print all over the bottle. Very nice. The box was absolutely beautiful. I can't know for 100% because I haven't tested it myself, but the original Highland Park without the Viking Honor, I believe it's actually a different whiskey in the two as well. So it's not just all about the looks or anything. And another cool little thing here is they've been around since 1798, believe it or not. So that's a lot of history there. But yeah, so what we're going to do is go ahead and dig into this. Well, that's another cool thing they do, by the way. So it comes with a cork top. You push in the cork so it gives you the freshness that you want in all your other whiskeys. But it's also a screw-in. So you can do that. You can be 100% sure that you're good to go. Very good for traveling. It's a very good travel bottle. Well, let's go ahead and pour ourselves some Highland Park. Perfect. I really, really love the color of this Highland Park. It's very golden, dark golden though. It's not bright. I find myself leaning more towards the darker whiskeys than the brighter whiskeys, like the Glenlivet, or realistically any Speyside whiskey in that fact is gonna have a little bit brighter of a tinge to it. Which, I definitely don't mind it. Sometimes I'm definitely craving the Speyside whiskey, but for the most part I like the darker brown, like the Highland Park. Not too dark, not too bright. It's just perfect. So right off the bat here, let's see what we find on the nose here. It's very interesting. The Highland Park, there's, I can definitely see why a lot of people say that it's one of the best whiskeys out there, especially for the price range of this Highland Park 12 goes for. You can't go wrong picking it up. At least give it a shot, because I can see the appeal for it 100%. It's 86 proof, so it's 43% alcohol, and it's just, even on the nose, it's very, very light on the nose. You don't get any harshness of any sorts. You don't feel like you're about to drink something that's going to kill your throat or anything. But right away I'm getting very fruity notes out of it. A little bit of vanilla, it seems like. Definitely kind of sweetness to it. A little bit of spice as well, maybe, but let me see again here. Very earthy. It's very pleasant on the nose. Very subtle as well. It dances nicely on the nose. It's very unique, very delicate. I want it like kind of like a cake. There's kind of like a cake smell going on there. But nevertheless, let's dive in and see what we find on the palate. is very good. Like I was saying, for 86 proof, that's some damn smooth whiskey right there. There's almost no harshness to this. Like, I feel like you could get, really drunk off of some Highland Park. No, very, very nice. It goes down very nicely. The tasting notes are very pleasant. You get the fruitiness. I want to say like a cake, some sort of cake. You know, just battered with icing. You know, like it's very interesting to find this on a whiskey. It's interesting. It's the kind of thing you think you'd find on a liqueur of some sorts. You know, like a whiskey liqueur. But no, very interesting. And I want to say a subtle note of peat smoke on it as well. In the aftertaste, I seem to get that peat smoke from it. But yeah, no, very, very nice. Very easy on the throat. It's very, very nice. Very pleasant. I can 100% see the appeal for why people like this drink, and for why people recommend this drink. I 100% recommend this drink. It's damn good. Very unique, very different. Like I said, it's got its own thing going there. It's on an island, so you get that benefit with picking up something like a Highland Park. You get the rarity out of it. It's very interesting to me. It kind of feels like a island that's trying to be a space side, vice versa. That's definitely what I want to say about it. But no, it's definitely not an island. It's definitely not a space side, and it's definitely not a Highland. So it's very, very interesting. But yeah, the nose is very nice, very subtle. That's the number one thing I'm picking up about this, is it's very complex, but it's very easy to read. You know, for somebody who's practicing their palate or practicing their nose, this is a great whiskey to try, because it's not overpowering at all. There's nothing that sticks out and kind of blocks anything. Very good that way. Oh yeah, peat smoke. 100% you're gonna get peat smoke on that. And that gulp right there, like a heavy peat smoke. I wouldn't say heavy. Not heavy like a Bowmore or a Lefroy or a Lagavulin or something. But you definitely get peat smoke out of this guy. So, my mind's blown. Every time I drink the Highland Park, I'm absolutely amazed and bewildered by the fact that there's so much inside of this bottle. There's so much going on. You know, it's got notes of a Highland. It's got notes of a Islay. It's got notes of a space side. It almost feels like a blend of all of them. So it's very interesting. Do I recommend it? 100%. I mean, how can you not recommend something like this, right? It tastes amazing. The bottle's super cool. It's got a twist on freaking cap. So 100%. I can see the appeal for it. I can see why, you know, a lot of people around the world say that this is the best Scotch that you can buy. 100%. I give it a thumbs up. Is it a daily drinker for me? Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say that the Highland Park is going to be a daily drinker for me once this bottle runs up. You know, I might even jump up in age, but I'll definitely be picking up another Highland Park. And, well, thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you liked the video. If there's anything that you think I can work on or anything that you want to see in the future, please hit a comment downstairs. And also hit that like button and please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.